sexual energy. Re-alchemizing sexual energy, right? But first, we're gonna start out. We're gonna get the sound bowl because we need to get the vibes in here good. So, starting off. So, you can hear I got Free Soul playing in my background. Also, Free Soul, dope artist, super dope artist. He's heavy on my playlist. I include with all of my products, my intentional products, my teas, my journals, whatever. It includes a scannable playlist, right? So, this is what I mean. This is my journal. It's beat up because it's my copy. I'm about to make hard copies because I see this was like a test, right? I want to see if it could withstand like hiking and being out in nature and stuff like that. So I know that I need to make a hardcover of this. So that was just, you go through the ebbs and flows and test things out and see what works and what don't work. And you move forward. That's just what life in general. What works and what doesn't work. What's aligned and what isn't aligned. It's all about those ebbs and flows. And learning and enjoying. That's a part of, that's why I say enjoy the journey and not so much focus on what the destination is, because you learn yourself within the journey. You discover yourself while on the mission. You don't discover yourself when the mission is complete. You discovering yourself while you're in the mission, while you're on the mission, while you're completing the mission. You don't wait until it's over with to say, oh shit, that was good. No, you feel that shit while you in the midst of it. Feel it. But, so, all of my products, I hate products because I'm not selling. This is the thing with me. I don't like selling shit. You know, I don't like feeling like I'm selling shit. So maybe that's why I had to take a file back, because I could have marketed heavy when I was going viral with my fitness and my healthiness and my weight loss. I could have took that moment and cleaned y'all motherfucking pockets. I could have dropped waist trainers, supplements, weight loss shit. I could have cleaned y'all dry. But, Spirit told me, don't pimp your people. And I don't say it like that because I don't feel like you should be broke and spiritual. That don't work for me. I don't like being broke in no capacity, you know. I don't like having a broken mindset. So I don't think money is evil. I ain't one of those people that like, oh, money is evil. You shouldn't have access to no money. Money is the white man shit. Nah. We deserve our royalty. Don't get me wrong. We deserve every last bit of our royalty, and we deserve to capitalize on all of this shit because it was built on our backs. You feel me? So it's not like I'm saying money is evil. Don't get no money. Don't get it. No, never. I would never tell you not to get no money. But me personally, I don't like feeling like I'm selling you anything. If you gravitate and you say, I'm going to go to the link in her bio and I'm going to see what she has to offer, I feel like it was aligned with you and it was more sacred. So I like sacred interactions, sacred exchanges, more so than I do like that loud shit. That's just me personally. I like for it to be sacred. If it aligns with you, it aligns with you. But I don't want to feel like I'm selling you. Or I'm not a marketing tool. You know, I'm not for sale. I don't like feeling like that. But back on topic. All of my intentional products got the scan code, and it directs you to my playlist that I curated on Spotify. And on that Spotify playlist, it has Free Soul, got a lot of Landrell, got a lot of Ampul Bashir, Tony Jones. It got a lot of you gonna hear some, Fula Rashad Jamal songs. I mean, you gonna hear it all. Like I've curated a nice versatile playlist that I think that when you're utilizing my intentions for your greater good, for our greater good, you're gonna feel it. I want you to feel it. I want you to be in that mode. I don't want you to be, shit, I want you to be in that mode. That's it. But, so that's why I include the scan list. Everything I do is very intentional. That's why it takes me a long time to kind of like release stuff and to, because like I said, I could have went crazy when I was going viral. I was on celebrities, whatever that means. Don't get me started on that. I was on their pages. They were sharing my stuff. Cash Doll, Nivea. You know, I had, you know, they were always sharing my stuff. But, I just didn't feel like, I feel like it needs to be sacred. I love those sacred exchanges. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here for those sacred exchanges. That's my purpose. So that's what I'm getting to. It's re-alchemizing sexual energy, right? Let me turn this down. So what do I mean when I say re-alchemize your sexual energy? I know some like, what she mean? As we all know, the sexual energy is so high. It ain't been this high price since the 70s. So I ain't gonna say it ain't never been, because in the 70s, they was just giving it out. 70s to 80s, they were just giving it out. So I feel like that is what we, you know, everything regenerates, everything recycles, everything comes into full circle, right? So I feel like we're back in that energy of just high, potent sex. You see me, I got the yitties on display, and it's not for the camera. It's just because me being in my sensual, divine feminine energy, just how I like look at myself on camera. I like looking at myself and just seeing me glowing and all full. You know, I just like that. But what I will say is that the energy, the sexual energy, is very high, and a lot of it is being manipulated. It's being marketed. It's a lot of marketing of sexual energy on display, from movies to music, TV shows, all of it. It's just like sexual energy's like, run with it. But, it's done on purpose, right? They want you because the misuse of sexual energy can be detrimental. And it's just me speaking from a place of my own personal experience, my own journey, my own reflection. I don't like to come out here and feel like I'm just talking to somebody and telling you need to do this, you need to do that. I speak from a place of my own personal journey, my own personal experiences. So, those people, I ain't gonna give them I don't call them higher ups, but you ain't higher than me. I don't look at these reptilians and say, oh, the higher up shit. I ain't calling you elite. You don't get to be called elite. In my journey, you ain't elite to me. You ain't above me. You know, so I look at you, like I said, they're marketing sexual energy, right? But in a way that is detrimental to us. In a way that keeps us in our lower nature. In a way that keeps us stagnant. In a way that keeps us stuck. In a way that does not elevate us in any way. And it's just me speaking personally and being one that has misused sexual energy. I have misused. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm abstinent, I'm celibate. I ain't never got 2 kids. You know, so it's just being misused, right? And so this live is all about redirecting that energy, right? And not allowing the propaganda, the media, what is shown on the TV to direct you and misdirect us into that lower nature that is not good for our elevation. See, sexual energy starts within the sacral. The sacral is right above the womb, right? And look at the name of it. It's sacral, meaning it's sacred. That energy is sacred because it stems from the sacral chakra, which is right above the womb. And we know how sacred the womb is, right? But what is happening, that energy is going down. I'm sorry, I just looked at my daughter who keeps that energy is moving downward. It's not moving upward, up the spine to the crown. That kundalini is stuck. So it's not going up like it's supposed to. It's going down. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. So, what we need to work on, what should be done, is utilizing that energy, which is so powerful. We know how powerful it is. That's why they're using it as a tool for our demise, because they know it's powerful. They know how powerful sacred sexual energy is. So that's why it's being used as a tool for our demise, as opposed to a tool for our advancement. So this is why I'm coming with this video to say, how can we rechannel, realchemize that energy? What can we do to realchemize that energy to make it rise upward towards our kundalini, get our kundalini rising towards the crown chakra? What can we do to realchemize that energy and have it flow upwards as opposed to downwards? Rechannel that energy into your creativity. And I say that as I'm on my journey, that's why it's imperative to pay attention to the journey as opposed to the destination. We'll get on that though. Maybe a different live, but rechannel that energy into your creativity. That potent, powerful, strong energy. Take that energy and use it towards your creativity. Create a product, create a service, get into the community. Use that to get into the community. Start an organization, something that allows for that energy to be utilized in the way that it's supposed to be utilized. It's supposed to be utilized for strength, for greater good, also for birthing the ideas. When we think about sexual energy, we often think about birthing a child. Your ideas are your child. Your ideas are your child. So we can also birth our children into this existence, but I also want to birth those ideas. So using that sexual energy that resonates before it goes downward, before it reaches our lower nature, catch it while it's in that sacral, while it's right above the womb, right? And birth creativity from that. Birth your ideas from that. Use that sexual energy and create something that's going to elevate the collective, the consciousness of the planet, right? And as I say that, that is where my journal was birthed from, right? The journal is available on Amazon. I'm getting ready to just list it on my own personal website once I get that done in my app coming soon. But let me talk about something right now, because my child's father and I got a running joke. It's called Quagmire. If you ever watch Family Guy, right, you know who Quagmire is. The nasty ass white man with the big chin. It's always doing some crazy, cynical shit, right? We shouldn't be watching it, but but I know that you have. This is me being authentic. Like, I ain't on here to act like, oh my God. Hold on, let's talk about this. I'm not on here to say, oh my God, I've never done anything bad. I'm preaching to you because you need to get like me. Because I am that's not my shit. I am authentic and real and transparent, which is why I'm coming out with my memoir. I've posted it before. I'm coming out with a memoir that shares my journey. I don't play those games about, I don't play those games as if I've never been through anything. If I'm just perfect and all love and light and spiritual. Holy moly. That ain't shit. If you know me and you know my father, you know that's the last thing that I'll do. I don't come on here to act like I ain't never been through no shit. I don't come on here to preach to choir as if I don't do that. And I kind of like fall back. When I see people that do that, I be falling back. Like, nah, you on here on that pansy shit. You being fried. I don't fuck with fried shit. So let me fall back. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to be transparent, authentic with my journey. So, we're going to get to my journal, right? So, the excerpts in my journal, right? The first one starts off with, this evening I feel. What did you feel? How do you feel? You want to be transparent and real and raw about and authentic about how you're feeling. Because if the vibes is off, the vibes is off. And we got to be able to address that so we can move forward. Because the vibes can't be off. We got to get that. We got to get those vibes, those chakras realigned. So this evening I felt. How did you feel? Healthy evening habits. What did you do this evening to cultivate a healthy lifestyle? I went for my meditation walk. I got outside. I got my steps in. I went to the gym. I didn't spend much time there, but I went to the gym. I got in the sauna. That's just me being, it's just me being transparent. I went to the gym. How did you stay true to yourself today? What did you do to cultivate authenticity? I'm one. People say authenticity is the highest vibration. People say love is the highest vibration. I don't. This ain't no contest. God damn it. Whatever. I don't like all that shit. No, love is the highest vibration. Authenticity, this ain't no contest. Your journey is specific and towards you. So if within your journey, if you feel like being authentic, the most authentic you can be is what you need to do to elevate, then do that. But if you feel like you need to move on the space of love and put that above everything else, and do that. I don't put one above the other. And so, how did you stay true to yourself today? What did you do to cultivate authenticity today? And what are you grateful for? That's the next excerpt. What are you grateful for? Because gratitude is the attitude. Without gratitude, what exists in your reality at this time wouldn't exist. You have to be thankful for what seems little and what seems big. Be grateful for it all, because it's all made to shape you into the person that you need to become. You feel me? It's all utilized for your greater good. So there is no good or bad. There is no big or small. There is no little. None of that. It's all utilized for your greater good. So what are you grateful for? Are you grateful just because you woke up? You rose up. You've risen. Are you grateful because maybe something small. You found $1 on the ground. Like, oh shit. $1 more than I had, goddammit. But you grateful for it. You know you're grateful. You're showing that spirit of gratitude for something that may be trivial and minuscule to someone else. It feels good to you. It puts you in a sense. So being grateful and showing gratitude for it all is super imperative. It helps you elevate and helps you ascend on this journey. And you also want to talk about, what did you do for your mindfulness? What mindfulness practices? How were you intentional today, right? That's how you rechannel and re-alchemize that sexual energy. Instead of saying, oh, I'm about to go get him some. I'm about to her. Rechannel that energy. Rechannel that energy. Take you a nice bath, a nice hot shower, and think. Another thing, you can smile. Taking that time to actually smile. A mindfulness massage. That's good. That's a great way to release that energy. Plan for tomorrow. How are you planning for tomorrow? Did you journal this evening? Use a thermotherapy? Tame your creative sleep, craving, sleep meditation, creative task, whatever. Those things are what I implement. I pulled from my sexual energy when I created this journal. This journal was super intentional. I was not, this is not anyone else's work. This is not anyone else's words. This is not anyone else's rituals. I'm super intentional about what I cultivated within that journal. And another reason why you want to alchemize your sexual energy into one that is high level is just the fact that when you are misusing your sexual energy, now you got soul ties and shit all trapped to you. And soul ties is deep. That's what you, honestly, when you see people going crazy and they off they rocker, whatever that means, especially probably attached to some sexual energy that was misused. The misuse of sexual energy is actually a war tactic. It's to keep you low, keep you lustful, keep you in that lower energy. So misusing that, right, ain't no good for none of us. So I'm gonna get deeper into this on my YouTube channel. I just want to come to a little tidbit, a little one too, because I also made a goal for myself that I would go live at least once a week, because I feel like spirit leads me. This is spirit led. This ain't no, I'm trying to sell you some shit. I want you to join my canal. When I come with these messages, it's spirit led.